No worker left behind.
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 No worker left behind. Listen, ScoMo.
I'm here today because I don't want to see a response to a pandemic that puts profit over workers and people's livelihoods, and doesn't look after people. It looks after the economy as if that is automatically looking after people, and I don't believe that that's the case. I think you need to put people first.
I think it's a good thing for social distancing and gets your point across and makes a bit of noise and looks fairly large with all these cars here today. Should be pretty good.
They're going to stop us from rallying. We're going to come in our cars and we're going to come socially distant, nice protest. This is creative. This is what we need to be doing.
Now that we're all out of work, I know a lot of my mates who are paying rent can't afford their rent and they're looking down the barrel of eviction. And I know that personally a lot of my friends actually can't afford food.
So I've been stood down and haven't got enough time at the company to get the job keeper, and still no word on job seeker either. So at the moment have no cash flow, no income or anything coming in.
I'd say for no worker to be left behind, and a basic income for everyone so that we can all survive this.
I'm here because the Retail and Fast Food Workers Union stands with migrant workers who need to be included in Medicare. They need to be included in all the settling payments as well. They're in this country and they deserve our support.
Helping represented construction workers, the CFME construction division, make sure that when we have a global pandemic, the other Prime Minister is not going to just get rid of all the visa workers.
Public ownership needs to be the big debate. We need to move back to public ownership. We need to nationalise and we need to make sure that working people and the whole of society is safe, and we have a society built on health, safety, affluence and opportunity for working people, not based on profits first before people.
I feel like the demands that they're putting forward with this car convoy is really important, and it's a really innovative tactic, something that I think works really well during this outbreak.
Well, obviously we cannot gather in the way that we normally would to make our voices heard in the national discourse. So instead we're trying out this new thing with a car convoy for workers' rights, and we're calling for visa amnesty for all migrant workers, and for migrant workers to be looked after in the same way that citizens would, because they can't even go home even if they wanted to.
I'd just like to see all workers get a fair go. So anyone that's been stood down obviously qualify for the job keeper.
All frontline workers need to have the best health and safety afforded to them, and that's not what's happening. And there's a bit of a perception from all those who have got to go to work that we're cannon fodder out there to keep the rest of society going, and we want the best health and safety we can possibly have.
No worker left behind.
No worker left behind.
No worker left behind.
No worker left behind.
No workers left behind.
No worker left behind. No worker left behind.
We're going to pull out from here and we're going to head down and over the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Then we're going to go left, and then we're going to go over to New South Wales Parliament House, and we're going to do a few laps. Last week's action and today's action, the NRMA has coughed and has offered some additional job security and some back pay. So just a big round of applause to these guys, please. MUA! 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 Beautiful. So because they've coughed, for the time being, we're going to pull our action on NRMA because, when they do something good, you give them a lolly.
Turnout, isn't it?
Big turnout.
It's about time the bloody government had protected all workers and immigrant workers. Get all visa workers and non-visa workers. They all need to be looked after.
Yeah, they're doing it rough, casual teachers. So look after them, please.
No worker left behind.
Yeah, no one left behind. Our daughter, who's a casual teacher up at uni, she gets kicked out every Christmas, and so she can't work for one company for 12 months. So let's look after all the casual workers.
Wages for casual workers. This is shocking. They're going to starve. We're going to have thousands of people on the street homeless. This is terrible. And make the rich pay.